Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Surviving Narcissism Together. Okay, so have you ever found yourself replaying the past with a narcissist over and over? And I mean like every day. It's just constantly in your mind and you're trying to make sense of what happened. This is what we call rumination. Now, it's completely normal to go through this after narcissistic abuse. However, the problem with rumination is that it could keep you trapped in the past. And the truth is, what happened to you was so irrational and unfixable that your brain is trying to make logic and make sense of a senseless situation. This is what can be so exhausting. Rumination can feel so exhausting because, especially when the narcissist moves on quickly, maybe they move in with the new supply, maybe they marry the new supply, or the rumination is gonna hit. It can be painful to imagine these things. You're gonna think about where it all went wrong. So in today's video, we're gonna discuss the rumination after narcissistic abuse. Let's start with letting go and moving on in order to tackle rumination. You see, letting go isn't just about walking away from the narcissist. It's about releasing the attachment to the fantasy of what could have been. You need to grieve, okay? Not just the person that you were with, but the idea of the relationship. That's why I said previously that in a previous video that a breakup with a narcissist, it almost feels like a debt because the person that you were with, they no longer exist. The narcissistic relationships are inherently dysfunctional. There's nothing you could have done to save it. Believe me, there's nothing you could have done. So going no contact with both the narcissist and their flying monkeys is key in this process. It can feel brutal at first, but it's the fastest way to break or help break the rumination cycle. See, their new life is just an illusion. It's the same toxic pattern that will repeat. I guarantee you it will repeat, and even worse with the new supply. You need to stop replaying these conversations in your head of what you could have done better. Like I said, nothing you could have done would save it. When you let go, you need to move on. Don't stay stuck. Don't keep replaying conversations because I know you are. Stop replaying the conversations. Rumination is something that makes you think that you're missing the narcissist. You're not missing the narcissist. You're missing you. You have to ask yourself, what are you missing? What are you missing? The scraps of affection they gave you? The crumbs that they left for you to get full on? Or was it the version of yourself you had before they broke you down? What are you missing? You need to recognize that you're not missing them. You're missing you. You're missing that happy person. You're missing that energetic person. You're missing that person with dreams and goals that got watered down because they kept future faking you. Now, I want you to look deeper. Did childhood wounds maybe make you feel vulnerable to their love bombing? I know mine's did. For many of us, it wasn't just about the charm or attention from the narcissist. It was that deep part of us that was still searching for love, for safety, for validation that we never fully received earlier in life. When someone comes along and they mirror our needs back to us, it feels like finally we're being seen. But it's really a hook, The truth is, those needs could be met now, not by someone who manipulates and drains you, but by you first. And then by healthy relationships built on mutual respect and genuine care. You're not broken. You were just conditioned from a young age to accept less than you deserve, to confuse chaos with passion, and to mistake attention for love. But awareness is your turning point, because once you see the pattern, you can choose differently. In my next video, I'll explain some steps. I'll go into more depth on how you can stop ruminating. Okay guys, so if this video resonated with you, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your experience in the comments. Have you ever found yourself ruminating about a narcissistic ex, or maybe a past co-worker or a past boss? And how did you overcome it? Remember, guys, to be patient with yourself. You're not just victims of narcissistic abuse. You're survivors that are turning into victors. Rumination keeps you tied to someone who you never deserved. The moment you stop replaying their story, you start writing your own. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.